What is up, degenerates? Welcome back to Hypecheck for yet another video for the UFC. And in today's video, I'm doing a full card breakdown, go over each and every fight for UFC Vegas 71, Sergei Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes. As always, if you guys are new here, join the fam, hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to hit that 50K subscribe mark, so if you are new, it does help with the channel a lot. Also, I hope a lot of you guys were able to find this video, as YouTube has been really messing with me. I got a strike on the channel. Thankfully, they revoked it. They just wanted me to take down all my previous videos for quote-unquote not following the terms of use. Thankfully, we're back. I will try harder to follow these imaginary rules that YouTube sets out. But before we get into anything, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Stake, the #1 sportsbook and casino available online and exclusively for the Hypecheck fam. Whenever you open a new account and deposit on their website using the code HYPE, I will personally be sending you guys a $75 tip, whether it's through Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, or a tip directly to your Stake account. All you guys got to do is make a brand new Stake account, make a deposit using the code HYPE, send me a screenshot on Instagram at Hypecheck Sports or on Twitter at Hypecheck, and I'll tip you guys ASAP. Besides for that, make sure to comment down below your favorite bets and picks and analyses, as myself and know a lot of the other viewers like discussing all the fights in the comment section down below. And yeah, let's not waste any more time on top to the video. Let's do it. Kicking off the prelims, we got Batgerel Danaa going up against Brady Hiestand. Batgerel is the favorite at -141, and Hiestand is the underdog at +111. Hiestand is a 6'2", 23-year-old prospect coming off a decision win over Fernando Garcia. Batgerel, the 10-year senior, needs a win in this spot, coming into this one off 2 straight losses, most recently to Kyung Ho Kang via decision, a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Batgerel puts out a ton of volume on the feet and a subpar takedown defense. Hiestand, on the other hand, he struggles on the feet, but averages close to 5 takedowns a fight. Betting-wise, it'll purely come down to if Batgerel is able to get back to his feet, which he definitely should be able to do, and if he does, Hiestand will be in a lot of trouble and likely be finished. It's a favorite to pass spot here with Batgerel Danaa. After that, we got Priscila Cachoeira going up against Karine Silva. Silva is the favorite at -192, and Priscila is the underdog at +148. Both girls are coming into this one off wins. Silva over Poliana Botello via submission in her UFC debut, and Priscila a knockout win over Ariana Lipski. Priscila is a big power striker, but she also has very bad striking defense. Silva, on the other hand, is primarily a grappler, and when she does get her opponent to the ground, she immediately goes for those submissions. Betting-wise, you guys know I always back the wrestler in women's MMA, and this fight will be exactly the same. It's a favorite or pass spot here. Next up, we got Francis Marshall going up against William Gomis. Marshall is the favorite at -213, and William is the underdog at +165. Two great prospects in the featherweight division going head-to-head. Marshall is 7-0, his last win coming by knockout over Marcelo Rojo, and William a decision win over Jarno Aarons in his UFC debut. William is extremely well-rounded, and the same can be said about Marshall. The reason why Marshall is the 2-1 favorite is that he's more skilled on the feet and on the mat. He's better in both of those areas, so essentially, he should be winning this fight. Once again, it's a favorite pass spot here. I don't know if you guys should use him as a parlay piece, because I also see a really high ceiling for William, but for now, Marshall should definitely be getting the win on Saturday. After that, we got Mohammed Usman going up against Junior Tafa. Tafa is the slight favorite at -120, and Usman is the underdog at -106. Usman is coming off his knockout win over Zach Pauga, and Tafa is a 4-0 prospect making his UFC debut. This one will be short and sweet. Both these guys aren't really too good. Tafa, similar to Pauga, will be the better kickboxer, and if this fight stays on the feet, Usman will likely be knocked out. However, if Usman suddenly takes some notes from his brother and comes in with a wrestling-heavy game plan, he could look like a -400 favorite on Saturday. Betting-wise, I think I'll be staying away, but if I were to bet it, it would be with Tafa in a favorite to pass spot here. Next up, we got Rosa going up against Norma Dumont. Dumont is the slight favorite at -118, and Rosa is the underdog at -108. Rosa is coming off a win over Lena Landsberg, and Dumont a win over Daniela Wolf. Yet another fight with extremely close odds, and on paper, it makes sense as both these girls are nearly identical wherever this fight goes. Dumont flipped from the underdog to the favorite, and I actually really like her in this spot. She'll be the better striker and has fantastic takedown defense. We've also seen Rosa's chin be shaking in the past, therefore, it's a favorite to pass spot here. On to the next. Next up, we got Rani Yahya going up against Montel Jackson. Jackson is the favorite at -667, and Yahya is the underdog at +420. Yahya is a 38-year-old vet coming off a win over Kyung Ho Kang, and Montel Jackson a win over Julio Arce. This one will be short and sweet. Yahya is making his returned to the octagon in over a year, and he's a primary grappler, but only has a 33% takedown accuracy. The bottom line here is that Jackson will stuff Yahya's takedowns and put his lights out fairly quickly and fairly easily. It's a favorite to pass spot here with Jackson. Closing out the prelims, we got Ricky Glenn going up against Christos Giagos. Glenn is the favorite at -175, and Giagos is the underdog at +137. Glenn is coming off a 2-year layoff. His last fight, a draw to Grant Dawson. Giagos needs a win in this spot. Off 2 straight losses, most recently a loss by submission to Thiago Moises. Yet another striker versus grappler matchup. Giagos is the grappler, averaging right around 3 takedowns a fight. However, on the feet, he throws long-winded shots, nothing too technical. Glenn, on the other hand, is leveled above Giagos on the feet. He puts out more volume and is the more accurate striker with better striking defense. Glenn also has a 68% takedown defense, so when Giagos does attempt to land them, he should be able to stuff quite a few. Betting-wise, both fighters aren't too active, but I'm fairly confident Glenn gets it done on Saturday. On to the main. Kicking off the main card, we got Jeremiah Wells going up against Matthew Semelsberger. This fight is at pick-em odds. Starting off with Wells, he's currently on a 5-fight tear, 3-0 in the UFC, his most recent win coming via knockout over Court McGee. Semelsberger, a decision win over Jake Matthews. This fight should be staying primarily on the feet. I give the edge to Semelsberger as he puts out a higher pressure and is a bit more technical. Betting-wise, at near pick-em odds, I'm more than happy to back the fighter who faced a way higher level of competition, who I also believe is the better fighter, Semelsberger all the way here. After that, we got Isim Lucindo going up against Brogan Walker. Lucindo is the favorite at -323, and Walker is the underdog at +240. Both girls are looking to bounce back off losses. Walker, a knockout loss to Juliana Miller. Lucindo, a decision loss to Yasmin Dringu. Yet another grappler versus striker matchup. Lucindo is the grappler and Walker is the striker, and let me make this loud and clear. I hate Walker, and I'll be fading her in every single fight she has in the UFC until she's cut. Favorite to pass spot here, and I'll probably be taking her to win inside the distance on Saturday. Next up, we got Bobby Green going up against Jared Gordon. Green is the favorite at -286, and Gordon is the underdog at +210. Both guys are looking to bounce back off losses. Gordon off a robbery loss to Paddy Pimblett, and Green, he's been knocked out in both of his last 2 fights, most recently to Drew Dober. And I actually really like the big underdog in this fight. Bobby Green does not have that knockout power, and I think that'll be the reason why Gordon will shine. Bobby Green will be the better striker. However, he has a fighting style I really like fading. He keeps his hands low, he's a bit of a showboater, and he rarely gets a nod by the judges when it goes to the scorecards. Betting-wise, I'll take the guy with the grappling upside and more power in his hands in Jared Gordon. Dog or pass spot here. Now, we go to the co-main event of the evening with Brad Tavares going up against Bruno Silva. Tavares is the favorite at -167, and Silva is the underdog at +130. Both guys are looking to bounce back this Saturday. Tavares, he's coming off a decision loss to Dricus du Plessis, and Silva, he's coming off 2 straight losses, most recently a submission loss to Gerald Meerschaert. Tavares has fought the best of the best in the division, an extremely well-rounded and durable fighter. He boasts a 80% takedown defense and will have the better striking defense. Heading to Silva, I think he'll be able to get the win if he's 100%. But after what I saw in his last fight, where he obviously wasn't 100% against Meerschaert, I have to back the guy who I know will be giving his all in the octagon in Tavares, and he will be coming in well prepared. He's very solid overall. He doesn't stick out too much in whether on the striking or on the wrestling, but I think he has more than enough tools to be able to get the win on Saturday. It's a favorite to pass spot here. It's time for the main event of the evening with Sergei Pavlovich going up against Curtis Blaydes. Blaydes is the favorite at -172, and Pavlovich is the underdog at +135. Both these guys are coming to this fight red hot. Pavlovich off 5 straight fights, winning via knockout, most recently off Tai Tuivasa. Blaydes, on the other hand, is on a 3-fight win streak. His most recent win over Tom Aspinall, where Aspinall blew out his knee in the first 15 seconds of the fight. We got the best wrestler in the division going up against one of the most powerful strikers and best in the heavyweight division. Betting-wise, every time we've seen Blaydes go up against a massive power striker, he gets caught, and over 5 rounds, I guarantee he'll get clipped. However, if Blaydes survives till the second round, it'll look like Blaydes is a -1,000 favorite. My favorite bet for this matchup is the under 2.5 rounds, and I also really like Pavlovich in this spot as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to join the hundreds of other members cashing in weekly in the VIP fam, just click the link in the top comment section or description. Shout out once again to Stake for sponsoring today's video. If you need a sportsbook to lock in your bets on, make sure to use the code HYPE when signing up, and I'll be giving you guys a $75 tip, whether you want it on Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, or directly to your Stake account. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck, boys. Make sure to comment your favorite bets down below. Peace.